Here is the steps for the meeting. There are 5 steps as follows. First, introduction, greeting, welcoming, informing the purpose of the meeting. To start the meeting leader, who is called the chairperson, should have more formal opening remarks to acknowledge the attending members. The person in charge of the meeting can introduce the new person or ask the person to introduce him or herself. State the purpose of the meeting clearly. Make sure that all of the meeting's attendees understand what you will be discussing. Second, collection of the previous minutes. Collections of the minute are to be made immediately following the reading of the minute, or if distributed and not read aloud, during the time devoted on the agenda to the minutes. Whenever an error is mentioned, it is noted in the minute of the current meeting. Third, beginning the meeting, run through the agenda. Before you beginning into the main points of the meeting, double check that everyone has a copy of the agenda for the meeting. Follow an agenda to avoid any confusion. Having an agenda helps to keep the meeting on track and on topic, and gives attendees a way to monitor how long the meeting goes. Fourth, discussion, agreement, disagreement, consensus. A discussion meeting can be messy. The goal is to get ideas out on the table, build on them, understand each other's point of view. Discussion meetings can also be used to come up with the criteria and data, which will allow you to make a decision. Once other people in the meeting have expressed their opinions, can react by agreeing or disagreeing and consensus. And last, adjourn, sum up, conclusion. As finish the meeting, quickly sum up the main points of the meeting. It's always a good idea to thank everyone for attending the meeting.
Useful expression for the meeting. First, introduction. The chair of the meeting can give a welcoming to all participants. For examples, 1. Well, since everyone is here, we should get started. 2. Hello everyone, thank you for coming today. 3. I think we will begin now. First, I would like to welcome you all. 4. Thank you all for coming at such short notice. 5. I really appreciate you all for attending today. And the last one. We have a lot to cover today, so we really should begin. Before the meeting is going to begin, the chair may ask for examples. 1. If you notice anyone missing, please let her know, so that she can make a note of it. 2. Unfortunately, she cannot join us today. She has been called away on business. And the last one, she will be standing in to take the minutes today, as Sarah is home with flu. Second, correction from the previous minutes. For examples, 1. Has anyone seen the minutes? 2. Could we start off by approving the previous minutes of the meeting? For changes from the minutes of the previous meeting. For examples, 1. I would like to cross out this topic. 2. I would like to add or insert this topic. And the last one, I would like to propose that there are some corrections on page 9, line 2. Third, beginning the meeting. When the chair assigns someone to take the minutes. For examples, 1. Sarah has kindly accepted to take the minutes today. 2. My secretary, Sarah, will be taking the minutes today. 3. For the minutes today, Sarah will be taking. And the last one, Sarah, please could you take the minutes?
Next, before running through the agenda, Chairman can say, "Has everyone received a copy of the agenda?" Or, "Shall we take a look at item 1 on the agenda?" After that, the meeting will go to discussion. The chairman can encourage a member to share his or her opinion by saying, "What is your view on this point? Anybody would like to give a comment on this?" Or chairman will call the name of member and say, "It seems like you would like to say something about this." And if there are some opinions that are too long, the chairman can say, "There is not much time left. Please be brief. I think we spent enough time on this topic." And the last one is about adjourn. When it brings to the end of the meeting, we can say, "Before we close, let me just summarize the main points. Is there any other business? Thank you for your participation, and let's adjourn the meeting."
The secretary's responsibility for the meeting. First, discuss with the chair about the purpose of the meeting, the date and time. Second, preparation of agenda in consultation with the chair. Third, make a list of members to be invited for the meeting. Fourth, send meeting invitation to all members concerned in advance. Example, a general board meeting may have to be informed 1 month before. A director board meeting 1 or 2 weeks, and an election meeting 1 month prior to the meeting. Fifth, send minutes of the previous meeting and agenda to all concerned.
6. A reminder about the meeting to all members, either through email or SMS. SMS is the most effective medium for this purpose. 7. Help share in market the meeting arrangements, contacting the guests if any, contacting the committee chairs and others who have to present reports during the meeting. 8. Prepare the report handouts, copies of the minutes of previous meeting, agenda printouts, etc. for distribution during the meeting. 9. Get the stationery required for the chair and members and set in front of each seat. 10. Keep the attendance register, minutes, etc. ready before the meeting. Useful expression for the meeting of secretary. First, introduction. The secretary can give for greeting and informing the purpose of the meeting to boss. For example, 1. Hello boss, Nakamon speaking. What can I do for you? 2. I would like to ask you about the meeting. 3. Good morning boss, I would like to remind you that today you have the meeting with our managers at 9 a.m. in the meeting room A on the second floor. Second, correction of the previous minutes. For example, 1. Please take your agenda and minutes of previous meeting. Third, beginning to meeting. For example, 1. Please say your name on the attendance register. Fourth, discussion, consensus. For example, 1. Yes, that is fine. 2. That's a good idea. 3. I agree with you. The last one, adjourned, sum up. For example, 1. This is summary report of this meeting. I have concluded the contents of meeting already.